Welcome to Total Retail Talks, your podcast channel for retail knowledge.
Hello and welcome to this episode of Total Retail Talks. I'm Joe Keenan, the editor-in-chief of Total Retail. I'm here at CRMC in Chicago, and I'm really pleased to be joined today by Kelly Mahoney, who is the Vice President of Customer Marketing at Ulta Beauty. We're going to talk to Kelly about Ulta Beauty's loyalty program, Ultimate Rewards, and a little bit about the personalization aspect that's kind of involved in that. So I want to thank you for joining me today, Kelly.
Thank you, Joe. I'm happy to be here.
So I mentioned your title, but I'd love for you to give a little background on your role at Ulta, and specifically how your position kind of crosses both marketing and loyalty.
Well, yeah, definitely. So I'm the Vice President of Customer Marketing, like you mentioned, and that means that I lead our Ultimate Rewards loyalty program. We have a credit card program that's an extension of our loyalty program, as well as gift cards and our personalization strategy for Ulta Beauty.
So Ulta Beauty has really been a leader in the loyalty space, and it's been very successful at growing its loyalty program. So can you talk a little bit about the marketing strategy for getting new members, so getting that acquisition into the program?
Absolutely. We're very proud of the Ultimate Rewards program. We have over 40 million active members in our program today. And secret to our success is honestly the associates and that human connection that they create every single day in our stores. Now, for sure, we're signing up guests online, and we try to make it really easy and obvious on how to sign up online. But the magic of loyalty and our ability to grow so quickly is really how the associates are selling it and having the conversations with our guests.
So that's interesting. So the majority of your enrollment in the loyalty programs actually still happening in store.
That's correct.
So that entails, I would imagine, a lot of kind of training or getting your sales associates very knowledgeable about the program and all the benefits it has and then it could offer customers, so that they're talking to them in store and really selling the program.
That's right. And it's part of their core job responsibility to understand loyalty, and they're also a member of the program. We highly encourage that. They're a member of the program, so they authentically understand the benefits of the program. And so when they speak with the guest, it's coming from truly a place of, you have to be a part of this program. Why would you miss out? You're earning points. Those points really rack up, and you can get free product. So that's really the secret. And yes, we're training, and we have a team that's dedicated to helping our associates get better and better about the loyalty life cycle, we call it, and selling loyalty in our stores and encouraging our guests to sign up every day.
Yeah, and what better way to know about the program than to be a member of it? So
That's right.
To your point. So let's talk about once they're kind of onboarded and they're part of the Ultimate Rewards program. I mentioned the fact that consumers are expecting personalized experiences. They want value, from the loyalty program. Talk about what you're doing at Ulta to create those personalized experiences for your members.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the key. So when they sign up for the program, they're giving us their information. And in exchange, obviously, they're earning points. But what we like to say is you're also going to be signing up for emails, targeted messages, exclusive opportunities to get savings or deals or access to new product launches. And so in exchange, they're giving us their information about how to connect with them. And so we use that information very responsibly, and we like to personalize the experiences across all the ways that we're connecting with our guests. And a lot of the ways we're doing that is through our mobile app, as well as our email. And we do things like providing them with recommendations, because beauty is really about discovery. Most of our guests are coming in for beauty, of course, to replenish an item, but they love to discover new products. And so if we can make that easy through personalized experiences digitally, our guests really love that.
Yeah, and I was thinking, and maybe you have an example of this, because obviously, to your point, beauty is a personal experience, and, it's a personal purchase, I should say, what you like, but there's also that discovery aspect. Do you have an example of maybe how you're using a piece of data or some information that you gather about your members to give them an experience that, recognizes that?
Absolutely. I mean, every time that our customers are purchasing, once they're a part of our program, we recognize that. That's a signal. If they're browsing on our website, we're recognizing that as a signal. We take all of those data points together, and then we can tee up recommendations that over time become even more personalized, relevant, meaningful to help them on that discovery journey. So it is something that takes a little bit of time to refine that modeling. But those have been a really successful way in which we're engaging our customers and helping them discover when they're not in our stores, when they're on our mobile app, when they're sitting on the couch shopping, they're discovering new beauty that's very, very relevant to them.
So you talked about gathering all these data points and then refining the models. That's obviously takes a lot of teams, I would imagine. It's a collaborative effort. Can you talk a little bit about the internal process for collecting all this information and then actually getting value, extracting value and information that you can take action upon?
Absolutely. We are very proud of our data strategy, and we started this 4 years ago at this point, getting the foundation of how our data is stored, our customer data is stored, to ensure, number one, that we're storing data in the most protected way, in the most safe way for our customer. We take that very, very seriously. And then scalable. Scalable is key. We're at 40 million members, and we plan to grow much more than that someday in the near future. So being able to scale how our data is stored was also very, very important to us. And then accessing the data so that we can use the data signals we just talked about in very real-time ways was the sort of third prong to our data foundation strategy. So we have that, check. We've kind of got that laid out. So we're very, very proud of that. Next is, how do we start to use those data signals in order to reach the guest in the moments that truly matter? All of that requires cross-functional effort. I'm a marketer, and so I lead our Ultimate Rewards program, for instance. I'm not a data engineer, but I lean on data engineers as part of our team, integrated, embedded into our team, and we call it a pod. I know we've talked a lot about pods these days. You'll hear about Agile, and we are truly embracing Agile for marketing as a principal way of working in our business, because it requires data engineers, it requires creative, it requires IT, and marketers all sitting together in order to bring these personalized experiences to the guest.
You bring up a good point, Kelly, and you said you're a marketer, but as part of being a better marketer now is a better understanding of that data and how, maybe 15, 20 years ago that wasn't as important in the role. Now it really is, as you think about your team.
Absolutely. I mean, we have partnered very closely with our analytics team. And I would say, as a marketer, I know enough to be dangerous with analytics and the understanding of at least how to leverage the data, when to leverage things like propensity models and AI, for instance, in order to get even more meaningful and relevant with our guests. I rely heavily on their knowledge and their expertise on the how.
Okay. So as you think about loyalty trends, and probably a lot of conversations you're having here at CRMC, what is one or two trend that you're particularly bullish on for the remainder of the year? That could be both for what you're seeing from your customers within Ultimate Rewards, or maybe across the industry as a whole.
So I believe at Ulta Beauty, we have done an amazing job creating value for our customers, transactional value. You spend, you earn, you get free stuff. Our customers love it. You see it on social media all day long. There's a lot of passion for that aspect of our value proposition. And then the area that we're leaning into, and I think I hear this a lot, in industry forums like this, is that emotional aspect of how do you create an emotional connection to your loyalty program. And for us, we're very fortunate to be in a very emotional category, beauty. And I believe our associates really bring that to life in the way that they talk about our loyalty program. So we're leaning into connecting our program not only from a value perspective, but also from a what does this mean to be a part of our community of Ultimate Rewards members. And how does that make you feel? And how are we creating what we like to call is brand love? So we believe if people love Ulta Beauty, they're going to be lifelong customers of Ulta Beauty. So that's what we're really leaning into.
Yeah, and it's discounts, while certainly in promotions, they matter to the customer. They're seeking more than that, right?
They are seeking more than that. And certainly the offer is definitely an important ingredient in that secret sauce. But for sure, I mean, Ulta Beauty creates an experience for our guests that is highly emotional. And I believe it is our job, especially as a loyalty program, to help our customers experience that love for our brand.
And that's part of the reason that Ultimate Rewards has been so effective and keeps growing. So I want to take the opportunity to thank Kelly Mahoney, the Vice President of Customer Marketing at Ulta Beauty, for joining us here at CRMC. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it. It's nice to be here.
Thanks for listening. For more information on this podcast, please check out our podcast channel page at mytotalretail.com/podcasts for show notes. Total Retail Talks is available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and Spotify. Make sure to subscribe on our podcast channel page as well. If you've enjoyed this episode, please take a few moments to rate and review this podcast. Thanks, and until next time, this has been Total Retail Talks.